Namaste children, welcome to our next class. In last class you learned about personal hygiene and health, how to keep your surroundings clean. This all we are completed. And in today's class we are going to learn more about environment, how to keep our environment neat and clean. You are going to learn. Here you in this picture you are able to see one bag here. This is made up of with paper. So paper bag is so good for our environment. It will not pollute the environment. How the plastic is going to pollute, why we are not supposed to use plastic in day-to-day life, we are going to learn in today's class. Now, to understand this lesson, you need your content book, workbook and the notebook. We already know that we are using so many things made of plastic in day to day life. So, we will explain why we should reduce the use of this plastic. So, here you are learning the keyword is poisonous. Poisonous. Poisonous means things that cause serious harm to us or it even lead to death of living organisms. So that is called poisonous. Now listen.
Poisonous. Things that cause serious harm to us or death.
So why it is so serious? Why it is harmful for us? You are going to learn. So let us do one small activity. You write few things which you use in your day-to-day life and those things which are made from plastic. So write the things which are made from plastic, how they are going to use. You mention at least 5 to 6 things. You write what you will use in your day-to-day life. Now you can see here how harmful the plastic is. When you throw the plastic on land, they are going to be dumped at one area and could not dissolve or mix with the soil. When we throw the plastic bags, plastic toys, plastic bottles, they are lying on the floor for so many years. They cannot mix up with the soil. So the stray dogs, animals may eat this plastic and it may leads to the death of these animals because the plastic cannot digest in their bodies and it may lead to the death of those animals. And plastic does not decay, it will not mix up in the soil. It takes hundreds of years to mix with soil. Even in the water also. So whatever the plastic wrappers, plastic bottles, this all what we are throwing in the sea water on land, they are not going to dissolve or decay or mixing with the soil is not possible. So they take hundreds of years for decompose. So it also harms the plants that which are growing in the soil. And one more thing, they'll release harmful chemicals into the atmosphere when the plastic is burnt. Plastic covers, plastic bags, when they burn, they release harmful gases which cause for many diseases. So instead of this, polluting our environment, our plants, our animals, our soil, instead of doing all this, you can follow some small tips which make to reduce the use of plastic and keep our surroundings healthy. So what we are supposed to do? So throwing away or burning the plastic release harmful gases. So we need to find out the ways to reduce the plastic. So what can we do? How can we reduce it means we can use reusable water bottles. You can fill it again and again water and you can use it. So reusable water bottles, plates, glass tumblers, spoons, cups and glass jars, these all you are not supposed to use the plastic ones. You can use the paper bags or jute bags or the plates, paper plates or the plates which you can clean it and you reuse it again such type of plates when you use, bottles when you use, jars when you use, they are not going to harm for our environment. So we can carry reusable bags made of jute or cloth for shopping. Some people simply go to the shop and they'll ask the shopkeeper to put their things in the plastic covers. Instead of that, you carry your own bags, your cloth bag or jute bags for shopping, so that you can reduce the pollution of our earth. Understood, children? How, as a child, as a student, you can serve to the nature, you can understand. So, to understand more about the plastics, how they are harming us, you please watch this video.
Plastic is harmful for all living things. Plastics remain in the soil for many years. Lot of harmful gases are released on burning plastic. We should stop the use of plastic and reuse plastic instead of throwing it away.
So you can see here how plastic is reusable. The water bottles are used in this picture to grow the plants. So you should say no to plastic, and if at all plastic bottles or carry bags are with you, you should try to reuse them properly. Now we'll discuss our activity. From the pictures, what can you say about how plastics affect air, water and soil? Definitely we can say that when plastic is burnt, it gives out smoke. This smoke contains poisonous substances that pollute the air, as we had seen in the pictures how it is polluting the air. When plastic is buried in the soil, it does not change to useful things. It remains in the soil for years and add poisonous substances to the soil. So it pollutes water too. When animals living in water eat that plastic and they fall sick. So that's why you should not supposed to throw the waste bottles, plastics, these all into the water. Now, why should we reduce the use of plastics? To save our environment, we must use to reduce the use of plastics. We should avoid throwing away plastic as it is harmful for us and the environment. When animals living in water or on land eat the plastic and they fall sick and sometimes even die. When we dump plastic in the soil, it remains unchanged for many years. It makes the soil poisonous and harmful for the growth of plants. When we burn plastic, it gives out harmful gases and pollute the air. We should reduce its use so that we do not have to throw or burn it for other use for later. So you can see this the harmful effects of plastics. It kill and they spread the diseases in animals and that eat them, and remains in the soil for many years and pollute the soil, and they release harmful gases on burning. So kills or causes diseases in animals who are eating this plastic. So this way the plastic is showing adverse effects, bad effects among human beings and the nature. And now you can see how can we reduce the use of plastic. We can replace the plastic bottles. Can we replace the plastic bottles? Definitely we can. Copper bottles we can use the permanent bottles which carry we can carry water in them. So we should replace the things made from plastic with the things made from environment friendly materials. For example, we can use the jute bags instead of plastic bags for shopping. We can use glass or steel bottles instead of plastic bottles. We can use steel plates and spoons instead of plastic plates and spoons. So, generally, we use the steel plates and spoons only in our day to day life. Now, we will discuss the workbook questions from this content. Write 3 things that are usually made of plastic. Generally, you can see in your bathroom mug and all made from plastic, buckets are made from plastic, and plates are made from plastic. So many things are there. Look at the picture and answer the questions. You can see a fish here, it's going to eat the plastic waste which is thrown in the water. So, why should we avoid throwing plastics in water bodies? Write one reason. Because these water animals may eat this plastic and it make these animals to fall sick and finally they may die. That's why we should stop throwing the plastic waste in the water. Why should we not dump plastic objects in the soil? Write one reason. In the same way how it is polluting the water, same way it may pollute the land also. It may pollute, plastic may will pollute the soil also, and it remains for hundreds of years without any changes. Without any change, it will be for thousands or hundreds of years. 100 years, the plastic which we are throwing will remain same. It will not mix in the soil. It remains same. It remains same, unchanged shape. It will be for so many years. That's why it may lead to the soil pollution. Write 2 changes you can bring in your actions at home to reduce the use of plastic. So, this you can write by your own words, children, how you are going to reduce the use of plastic. Suppose your plastic toys, your plastic cards, your plastic play items. How could you reduce the use of plastic? Write in your own words, children. That will be very appreciable and you'll get a very big round of applause in class. Now we will see the workbook questions and the practice questions from your content book. Before answering to the practice questions, you read this lesson clearly from your content book 12.3. You read clearly each and every point and then you answer the practice questions. So, here the practice questions are: give 2 examples of each. Things made of plastic in your kitchen. In your kitchen room, what things made of plastic? You just give 2 examples. And things made of plastic in your toilet. In your washroom, what are the things made of plastic? Like your brush stand, your brushes, and so many things will be, just mention it. Write 2 bad effects of plastic thrown in the sea. The water animals may eat this plastic and they may die. Write one way we can stop this. We can stop by not throwing the plastic waste into the water. Why is it better to use a clay cup instead of plastic cup? Plastic cup remains same for hundreds of years and pollute the soil. That's why it's better to use the clay cup instead of a plastic cup. Understood, children? So write these answers by your own and send me the pics of your workbook and also the content book. Thank you.